Welcome to Campfire Ghost Stories. I'm your host, Parker Russell. Tonight, we will be taking a paranormal journey to the American West to visit the ghosts of the Little Bighorn. On June 26, 1876, the Battle of Little Bighorn culminated with the complete annihilation of the U.S. 7th Cavalry and its commander, George Armstrong Custer. While much has been written of the battle itself, often overlooked are those shadowy glimpses into the afterlife that haunt the battlefield to this day. In 1894, a stone house was constructed to house the first superintendent of Custer National Cemetery. His name was Andrew Glover, and since the building was constructed, the Crow people called the superintendent the Ghost Herder, as they would witness him lowering the American flag at dusk, an action which reportedly allowed the spirits of the dead beneath him to rise and walk the earth once more. Over the years, the superintendent's lodge became the epicenter for strange, paranormal phenomenon and otherworldly apparitions. While the stone house has all of the usual earmarks of your typical haunted house, the lights flickering off and on by themselves, the doors opening and closing at will, one early report from someone who lived in the house awoke one morning to the sight of a headless, mangled body of some unknown cavalryman drifting across the room. In 1976, a park law enforcement officer stood alone atop Last Stand Hill when suddenly he felt the temperature sharply drop and began to hear otherworldly voices surrounding him. Sensing a feeling of overwhelming dread and doom, he fled the grounds immediately. In 1980, a staff member's wife was watching TV in the house when suddenly the television went black and a voice said, "Second floor." In 1983, a battlefield employee named Christine Hope was living at the stone house. She awoke one cold, crisp autumn night at approximately 2 a.m., startled by the otherworldly image of a man. The man did not speak, but his face bore a mustache and an unmistakable expression of pain. As Christine Hope was later doing research into the men who died at the Battle of Little Bighorn, she happened upon a picture of one Lieutenant Benjamin H. Hodgson, whom she claimed she recognized as the uninvited guest in her room. In 1986, when a new park ranger was just settling into his new role at the park, he witnessed a headless and legless figure meandering in the upstairs apartment. And what of Custer himself? Some Sioux legends say that the ghost of George Armstrong Custer appeared to Sitting Bull himself, not far from the battlefield. If this legend is true, then it has the uniqueness of being the only time that these two foes ever came face to face with each other. In more modern times, however, Custer's ghost has been said to have been seen wandering the halls of the Battlefield Museum. Of course, over the years, many other witnesses and visitors to the park have claimed to have seen or sensed something, but they've decided to keep those claims anonymous out of fear of ridicule or stigma. But with all of these credible claims, could the Little Bighorn battlefield not only be the site of Custer's last stand, but the 7th Cavalry's eternal posting?